I was muted. I don't know what to tell you about the black bar. I'm not seeing that on the server side. So I think you should maybe refresh your page. I don't know. Because I'm telling you, it's not on my end, weirdly enough. It is once a second. I'm telling you, it's not. I show you the whoa, that's weird. What on earth is going on there? Hold on a moment. Properties. Open selector. This. Okay. Boop. Yeah. So if you look, that's the server feed right there. There's no black bar flashing. I don't know what to tell you. Black bar. Like, I'm not seeing it on my server. I don't know what to tell you. That clip link did not work. Faster when OBS is on screen? I don't know. It's 100% there. I don't know what to tell you. Restart Twitch. That's not how it works. I mean, I can try to restart OBS on the server. It's going to start it as a whole new stream. So, all right, fine. I'll try that. Okay, what is that like? How's that? Fixed? I hate computers. All right, anyway. So, I heard you guys like weird old terminals, so I figured we'd take a look at this. This is a Brother EP44. A number of years ago now, I did a video review of the Brother EP20, which is a very similar device, except this one has this switch right here, which goes from normal to terminal. And if I push this button here, no, this one, it enters into a terminal mode. So I thought today we'd try and figure out how to use this. So we're going to go ahead and open a little program. over here called QCOM. Let me just fire this up here. Whoop. Okay, so this is QCOM, and this is the terminal input, supposedly. So here's the problem. I'm not able to get this to work for some reason. So I'm trying to figure out how to get the input from this to show up over there. So, let's see. All right, over on QCOM, I can see we have it set to 1200, 8N1. I can stop this, go through mode. We are at baud rate 1200 here. If I even zoom in, you might be able to see that. Okay, baud rate 1200, bit length 8, parity none. Stop bits, well, let's go over to the manual here, because I'm not 100% sure how this works. Let's see, does it even mention the stop bits? Because that would be kind of handy. Well, I mean, if it's 8, then it has to be 1, right? It can't be anything else? So let's hope it is that. Now, I don't know what ER is, but it does talk about it more down here. Saw something similar made by TI in a flea market once, ignored myself passing out. That might have been a newer revision. That actually might have been a newer revision, Silent 700. I'm genuinely super thrilled to get this because my Silent 700 literally went up in smoke. So that's super cool. It absolutely can be 8N2. That's horrifying. Okay, let's see. Handshake protocol. Or the enables or the ER line. Okay, so we might need a different handshake-a-majigger. So there could be that. Yeah, my Silent 700 was big old one with the acoustic coupler on the back, which actually kind of would have been annoying to deal with because I don't have a mating acoustic coupler for it, so I really wouldn't have been able to use it, and it doesn't have just a normal serial port. But, yeah, so code 8-bit, and that has to do with the actual encoding of the device itself here. If I scroll way far down, we can see the code pages for this. So we have the USA English keyboard. So we would be this section here. These are the 8-bit ASCII codes over there. No, 8-bit ASCII codes are a shared one all the way at the bottom past all of the other languages. So, yeah, that's what that would be. There it is. That's what we're looking at. But that's what we should be using. Anything else would be kind of weird here. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing wrong. Okay. Setting up the terminal, the IO interface we used, set it to terminal, display offline. The print cal mode selector may be used to set any position. That's fine. Okay. Communication and buffer cleared, data input output, temporarily stop. Okay. Sets the online mode when the printer is turned off during data input. Okay. Mode determines clears print buffer, transmits text stored in memory, valid when online. Okay. That's weird. Transmits a break signal code using conjunction with other keys to send settings. Okay. I guess we can continue here, but it's not showing up in my serial monitor program over there, so I'm not sure what's going on. Let me really quick just try swapping in a null modem adapter. Boop. Here we go. Oh, it'd help if I opened the serial interface. And yeah, still nothing. What's the name of this terminal? It's a Brother EP44. It is actually a typewriter. Just happens to also be a terminal. So yeah, I don't know why. Fill the memory and dump it out. Most of the 25 cents you put in a payphone. This acoustic coupler, yeah. What was the text dump button? It was like text. Let's see. Where's the text button? Text. Beep. So it beeped. Huh? And then it doesn't say anything. Blah, 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 blah. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I gotta say, you guys are kind of too patient here. Like, really? You're just gonna let me get away with this? Like, look at what we have. We have a dasher. We got a microNOVA. Screw the brother. We got bigger fish to fry. Can't believe none of you complained about it. Okay, here's what we're really doing today, all right? So I do actually want to get the brother going at some point, but yeah. This is what I really want. So, check that out. That is video capture of the terminal, which is not in local mode, so it's acting weird. Hold on. Let me just use the camera here to flip that over. Oh, yeah. It's a dasher with video capture. So, yeah, I really thought you guys were gonna want me to do more of this. So, let me explain what it is we're actually going to be doing today. That's already working? That's boring? See? Yeah, actually, there is something to that. So, we have the terminal here, and it is seriously video capture from the terminal. I set that up today. There's a composite video output port on it, and it just works. It's fantastic. So that's routed into the Extron scaler, and then I did some shenanigans to make it like that. Okay, now this is broken actually though, so don't get too excited here. Let me flip the local line switch back to line. Let me grab this key here. Oh, who was telling me that all the DEC systems use the same key? Because you are totally right. Here's the front panel for the Nova 3 that I have. This is the microNOVA key. It totally just fits and works in here. So, yeah. Also, I was given this because they didn't have like a use case for it. And you know what would be really cool is if we made this work as a basic serial terminal for that thing, and have that do the like memory read and write commands. Like that should be possible. That seems like it'd be pretty sweet. Anyway, let me plug the key in and turn on my computer. Click. I'm gonna go ahead and press Control L over here. Oh, that didn't work. Hold on. Let's just get into the system. Run. Start. Control L to clear the screen. And we're running a microNOVA. We're running a microNOVA. Like, look at that. That's microNOVA running. Oh my God. I am still absolutely mind blown by this. Truly an incredible thing. Oh my gosh. So let me cover some stuff here, all right? Where we left off, we were not able to read or write from memory. What do you mean, what's with the audio? There's giant fans on. So cool, now back to the brother, yeah. This is a dasher terminal, man. And oh my gosh, that was Usagi. Yes, almost there, got to play nicely. Yes, absolutely. Okay. So, yeah, here's what we have going on today for right now, okay? So, if I try and do anything, here, let me do this. So, we're going to go to memory address 2 here, all right? And then we're going to try and set it to 1, like that. We should then be able to read the address 2 back, but it is staying set to 0 when it shouldn't be. Do we find out whether map was find out whether RAM was mapped to 0? No deck talk today? Are you not hearing the deck talk? How are you not hearing the deck talk? Oh, I know how you're not hearing the deck talk. Let me go enable the deck talk. That might, I mean, you guys, it did, okay, now you'll hear deck talk. Majeko, thank you for the 100 bits there. Okay, deck talk should be functional now. Okay, so, let's go over some stuff. We should be able to read and write at this point in memory here, okay? So what you're seeing there, address 2, is the bootstrap data location for the microNOVA. If you were going to load off of, say, a paper tape or something, you needed to program in, like, hey, look for this device, you would do it there, although kind of not, because you can also put in, I believe, a 4-digit code and then press Shift L to enter into a device loader mode, and that should use that serial card that has the extra little bits on there, and then that would look for a device address and go and try and read the code on that. We don't want to do that because it will lock up the machine, so we're not going to try and do that. Now, 2 through 37, and that's octal, which means that we have values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with 0 in there. 8 does not exist on this machine. It is not hex. So yeah, it's weird. So that's a thing. And then let's see what else we got. Oh yes, so the memory section here, 700 or 77,400. So this is actually the console debug ROM that lets us get into the memory monitor in the first place. So we can't read or write from this because this is the ROM that is how we can even use this thing. So yeah, we can't do anything in that memory space. Now, Usagi here was helping me out with this morning, and what we were looking at, let me go ahead and bring this image up here. All right. Pulling this over. Let me bring this up, and then, yeah, it'll be behind that, which is probably for the better.
100, please show the brother some love. End of line.
We will get back to the brother at some point. I really like it. So these are my 4 memory cards, okay? So they have jumpers on them for different addresses, which is kind of what I expected. And all 4 cards are configured differently. So you can see there's 3 jumpers right there. There are only 2 jumpers right there. Up here we have 1 jumper in position 2, and then over here we have 1 jumper in position 3. Now Zagi went and looked through the manuals and believes that the address ranges should be these values up here for the different cards. Now the problem is we can't set any memory at all. Those ranges that I showed you with the ROM that's up right now, it should be possible to write memory pretty much anywhere that's not there right now, but we can't do it. So let me just give you an example. So let's say I was going to look at card 1 here. It should be up to memory address 17,777. So let's just do memory address 11111. All right, we should be able to set this. So I'm going to attempt to set that to 1 right there. Then we're going to go ahead and look at that again. So that is 5 ones, and it's still set to 0. So this is the issue we're having. So what we're thinking is going to be a good next step here is to just shut down the machine so we can just, you know, turn it off. So we're going to write, is that when I write this memory card's failure is pulling the bus? Yeah, so Usagi's thinking one of the memory cards is very bad and it's just trashing the bus so no data can get through. So I'm going to go ahead and take out all of the memory cards, and then we're going to put 1 memory card back in that is configured for the lowest memory address and see what that looks like. So I'm going to go ahead.
CHER 100. My machine is much newer. You have to press the clutch before you can turn the key. End of line.
How is the monitor running then? It's not a monitor, it's a terminal. So a terminal has its own memory internal to it that allows it to hold and display data. Matter of fact, there's a switch on the back that can flip. That goes into local mode. So now data is stored only on the terminal. This is just the I can't go back. Oh wait, I can go back. Terminal running. So there is no CPU right there. Take without the front panel. Oh, so I'm still taking without the front panel up is for easy access. Yes, it is really nice. I did put the last 2 screws back in there, Usagi, because I wanted to free up that bin. So here's the thing. that is interesting. This is a spare memory card. Now, one of the reasons, there are many, many reasons, but one of the reasons why I spent so long before getting to this stuff, keep an eye on that power switch wiring. Yes, so that one that was loose, I actually kind of fixed. I went and I crimped the connector down a little bit tighter and put it back on there. So that one's good. Also, I took a continuity test and went to the PL start switch, and I confirmed that that switch on there is good. It's making good contact on both sides. Anyway, one of the reasons why I waited so long to do anything with this is because I was concerned about having spare parts, and I wanted to see if I could find any spare parts and, you know, how much spare parts would cost. And that memory card is the only spare part I've ever found. So, this hopefully will go smoothly because there are not a lot of options if parts don't end up working out. But I was able to get that one memory card, so at least we will have that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take out every single card, and we're going to put one card in that is hopefully the base memory address, and I'm actually thinking I might try the spare card. Let me go ahead and get these out. Let's see. BV memory monitors pretty much exclusively out of RAM. Ah, come here. Ah, there we are. So the other thing here, let me pull out two more cards because this will make this point a little more apparent. ESD, yeah, I'm wearing an ESD strap. There we go. So let me get this one out, and then I can show you all something here. There we go. All right. So this is a memory card, but this is also a memory card. You can see they are two completely different boards. So that's making this a little extra challenging because we don't know exactly how they're supposed to be laid out here. But we think we have an idea of which ones are the base address. So I'm going to try that. All right, so there are the four boards that were in there. I'm going to bring up your image again here. So you had, yeah, basically this one is marked the exact same as the one that I kind of thought was the one. So the one that was in the lowest slot is the one that has the lowest address for the RAM. Okay, why is this pushing out? There we go. Remember this thing has a weird ambiguity where the card is 2K or 4K, but had RAM cards as well. So the RAM cards can be apparently populated as 2K or 4K, and that will change things. These ones appear to all be 4K, which is, or 8K, which is nice because that's the highest possible memory configuration for the system, we think. So if these are populated the way that we think they are, this literally can never have more RAM. Okay, so really quick here. I just want to hide the capture. I want to do a short test on this. So that's good. That's good. Is it like here and there? Nope, nothing shorted there. Just try here. There. All good. I'm going to do an actual resistance check between this. Now that should be 0. That is. And then this. 7K and 10K. So here we have 8K, close enough, and 11K, close enough. Okay, some big memory cards, massive 256K. Nope, 32K across all 4 that go in the machine. Each one of these is only 8K. So you'll notice this one is marked with a 2. That is a card that was already in the machine. This one has never been put in that computer. It's kind of marred up. If we look at this one, that part there, it's definitely not new old stock. So it's not that it hasn't been used. So it's just never been in mine. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to try and push. I'm not going to be able to push that down. Okay, we're just not going to put a card above that. So this is configured with W3 for the record here. So place the lowest address closest to CPU in the backplane. Not sure if it'll make a difference, but it could cause an issue. That is what I was going to go with. So the CPU card here is at the bottom. So I'm going to put this in the slot just above that. There we are. I want to go ahead and close this up after I'm going to fix this. This is driving me nuts. Where's the screwdriver? This is supposed to be retained under this so that the cable stops getting moved around. Let's just do that really quick here. New card has W and W2 empty, which means also configured lowest address range. Yes. Where did you get that RAM board manual, by the way? Is that just on Wild Hair's site? Maybe I need to revisit that. There we go. That should make this less annoying. Okay. So, first thing I need to do is put the terminal back into line mode so I don't think that the machine is broken again. Technical manual on bit savers. Oh, perfect. Okay. I got to walk around to the back. I don't remember which was which. Line. Okay. Okay. So, time for the microNOVA startup procedure. Well, that was a little weird. Hold on. Reset. There we go. Why is bat power still on? Run. Oh, something's a little wonky there. I don't think that card is good. Something smells exploded. Well, we're not putting that back in. I really hope the thing that died was on this. Oh my gosh. Okay, bat power turned off there. Okay. Evil! That's never going back in the computer. Okay. Done. Goodbye. I don't like you. No more. Okay. So, on to the cards that don't explode when we use them. We're going to put in this card. This is the lowest RAM address card that I have. So that should be good. I'm not worried about the IR cam right now. I just want to move on. We can figure that out some other time by just applying power directly to it. Okay. So I'm going to put that in. Key. Bat power did not stay on. I like it when that happens. Okay. Turn on capture again. Hit the switch. Boom. Perfect. Control L. We're back, baby. Okay. So, whew. Well, looking at the back of the board, there are several yellow spots. So, could be one of those. All right. Whew. Okay. So, we need to check memory addresses. So, let's try 2. All right. We're going to set that to 1. And we're going to check 2 again. That was 1. Let's just skip on over to 2. 2 is still... Yeah. Does that capture the terminal? How? A serial? No, it has video output. So, okay. Here's what I'm thinking now, Usagi. What if we configure the other same RAM card to the lowest memory address like that one is? We can try higher up. So, this is clear. So, 1,000, 1,000, read, nothing. Give it a shot? Alright. I'll do 101. Although we know that that doesn't work because it will just wrap the address. So if we try, like say this, we try to access that, it trims off this first one right there and just wraps it around. So, let's try this though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, set, or read. We'll set this to 1, go, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, read, yeah. Okay, that didn't work. Let's go ahead and shut this off. All right. For giggles, I'm gonna remove the card entirely and just rerun the machine and see what happens. I haven't had it actually function like this yet, so I'm curious if it will, but let's find out. No. Okay. Now, I'm going to put the second address range card in without changing the address yet. I'm going to put it in the slot right above the CPU again and just see what happens. Okay, so not working. Now, oh my gosh, everybody wants to know the terminal capture. That's not working, but that's not necessarily the RAM. I have a suspicion that the problem with the machine not working correctly here after a restart is because it's not properly shutting down. So my machine has the power fail option, which means that it should have 2 giant lead acid batteries. I took them out, they're sitting over there. And I think it may be putting the CPU into a weird state that it doesn't like. So it's possible that when it's not turning back on like that, it's because it shut down in such a way that it tried to do a power failure. Now, I don't know for sure that, so it's hard to say. Looks too sharp to be composite. It is, in fact, composite. This thing's just magic. Okay, now I'm going to adjust the address. So let me grab the other sheet of foam here, and we'll try reconfiguring the address on this card. I'm a little nervous about this because the jumper wire looks kind of fragile. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Oh, these are not fun to get out. Wow. You know what? I'm just going to remove the CPU board first. That'll give me more leverage. There we go. W3 should be ignored, so you can just remove W2. Okay. We'll try lifting one side of W2, unless it's super easy. Then we'll just remove it. Okay, there we go. Now, go ahead and hide the terminal for the moment. Based on that other card, which was kind of my hope that we would have a way of having max memory, I'm not too sure how this is going to go now. Okay, so I'm going to grab under this. Just for the record, I do have these documented, so I know what is where. Or what was where, I should say. Okay, so there's the gold. I'm putting it on the base of the terminal. In theory, I can remove that because it's ignored on the 8K card. I'm just installing it into the machine now, and I'm doing it incorrectly. There we go. Okay, now in theory that is set to the lowest possible address range. All right, initial power up, run mode, no startup. Okay. You want to check something. Okay, because I had one time where it just started responding and it didn't actually print the other thing. It's the same battle we've been fighting. Try powering off, unplugging AC cord from the back, giving it like 30 seconds. Yeah. I'll say every time I've come into the office so far and just turned it on, it was left plugged in. Oh, no, only one time it was left plugged in. So yeah, we can try that. This is super annoying. Okay, that is correctly online. All right. Giving it a small amount of time. Ooh, that's oh, okay then. Let's just do that. I don't think video is terribly well isolated on that thing. All right. Dude, what happened to that other RAM board? That's so annoying. Why do I have to be bad? Stupid old electronics being old. Yeah, I got no clue what the problem part is. They all look fine. All right, that should be enough. Okay. Plugging in power. Starting terminal. Connecting ground strap. Okay. You guys get blinky cursor, just bam. I'm still waiting for the CRT to warm up. There we go. Didn't smoke something on the backplane. There is nothing to smoke on the backplane. It's just wire. Okay. Here we go. Run. So inconsistent. Okay. I want to shut it off. I'm going to put in the other card. And we'll see if it comes back. Yombo, I have an extra memory card for the microNOVA, and it's not working. JFG, I am wondering that. Might have to remove the backplane and try and clean it. Dude, it's so hard to remove these. Oh my gosh. You know, it might be dirty still. Oh, man. Now, we can just remove the backplane cage. It's not that hard. I really don't want to remove the CPU card every single time I do this. This one card, man. Yeah, I'm going to have to. Oh, gosh. That one is rough. You know, thought occurs to me. Let's try cleaning the card edge connectors. Because, yeah, the back plane is dirty, but you know what else is dirty? The gold fingers. Those don't look amazing. One moment. I am really not liking the idea of charging up the card edge with the sponge. I want to ground it. There we go. That's just connected to ground now. I guess the W3 is ignored. Might be worth inserting jumper. Yeah, we'll do that. So I'm looking at these contacts. And I'm not liking this dark line between the Goldfinger and the actual trace. All right, seems okay. Yeah, I agree, Sagi. It's just making sure that it wasn't like corroded or anything. Because you saw how much junk there was in the card edge connector. That was all there while these were still plugged into it initially. I'm just going to clean this side, then we'll put W3 back. And then we'll try it one more time here. Okay. All right, W3. Let's put CPU back in. It weirds me out that there might be something wrong with the memory, but that the CPU card will only boot with a RAM card in there. Like, something just does not seem right. If we don't get a boot on this one, same configuration, the other one, swap back to the other board, see if we can get a boot with that one again. Yeah, for sure. All right, here we go. Oh, I left the capture up, sorry. All right, back power didn't stay on at least. Did not go into run. Okay, that's super weird. That's the CPU card right there. Oh my gosh, I gotta remove the CPU card again. That card in that slot does not work. Okay, we're going back to the original card for that slot. I want to try this first though, because I'm pretty sure it was showing run when it was just the CPU card before. No run. Okay. All right. Put this RAM card back in. I just want to double check. Oh, that came loose. Well, that's not going to help. Seriously, are you kidding me? It's just popping right off. Okay, well, yep, no, we got it, yeah.
Moraccoon says CHEER 100 no run. Sounds like my exercise routine. Of line.
That is popping off. Okay. I'm going to try and crimp this down a little bit. That didn't help that much. Well, that did too much, I think. Cool. It's not my favorite, but it's on. Solder those bad boys in place. I'm getting close to it. I would, except you probably didn't notice this part of this thing.
As a wise man once said, watch out for the connections to the front panel switch. They are loose. And while you're at it, you should CHEER 100 followed by an end of line.
These look kind of oxidized in here. I really don't like that. Like water or something got into the front panel. So I'm nervous that switch might be dead at some point. So we'll see. But all right, let me try this now. Do we get run light with the, run wire connected? That might help. Give it a good clean, all the connectors, then hot glue all the connectors in place. Yeah, could at least hot glue them. Hey, all right. Whoa. That's new. There's no RAM card in there. I don't know why it picked 704. Memory monitor, no memory, proof that the monitor is purely ROM and register based? Yes. That is actually good to know that it can do that. Yeah, okay. Now for the record, for those of you who would like to see the computer compute, we can just cheat and compute right now if you want. So I'm gonna look at accumulator 0 here, and we can just plus 1 into the accumulator. So, bam, and now we can look at the accumulator again. There we go, we did addition on the Data General microNOVA. So we can actually use the computer even without memory installed. So it can do stuff. But, it'd be nice to be able to use actual RAM instead of just CPU registers. So we still have more to do. So, all right, I'm going to shut it off. We'll try this RAM card again. 5098 euro, yeah. Okay, so this is the one that's configured for W3. Oh, I gotta put it back in that slot again. I'm about ready to add. You know what? Next time I'm doing what you suggested, Usagi. I'm gonna go from the back and push on it. There. In. Okay. On. Run. Reset. Nothing. I'm highly confident in this switch, but I'm like 10% confident in this switch. Wait a minute. What? We didn't... Oh, it did give us the thing. Okay, so there's... Okay. 304 this time. Okay. So, this is the first time we have potentially had a different RAM card in the first section of memory. So, 2 is 0. I'm going to set it to 1. We're going to read 2. Still 0. I want to try something different. 304, it seemed to want to be there. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with 304. We can try that, 304, and then I have a different idea. So 304, 0, 1. 304, still 0. Okay, I'm going to try something else. I'm going to shut it off, even though that'll take half an hour to get it to turn back on. I'm going to remove the serial card that has all the extra junk on it. Let me go around to the back and do that. Because from what I was reading, that is more likely disk controller stuff. And it might be trying to do something like execute disk load routines or something on boot. I don't know. And then it's not allowing us to modify memory. I don't know. So I want to remove this. Okay, how easy? Oh my gosh, it's so much easier to push it out from the back. We're doing that every time from now on. Every time. So we're taking out cards. That's the wrong one. Well, you know what? For giggles, let's still take it out. Let's see what happens when we remove this. Okay, so 1 serial card. Power. Run. Start. Okay. New line, we're at 304 again. Actually, I think it started at 303 there because we advanced to the next line when it does that. But let's just try 1. Character turn, 304. Read, no change. 2. Okay, read. We'll set this to 2. Enter, 2, read, not working. Okay. Means we way less long than it would have otherwise been. Thanks for it. Yeah, no problem. Maybe the bus has pull downs? I don't know. All right. Oh, you know what I can do? Control L. Let's make this a little more obvious when we're working on this stuff. I'll try to clear the terminal before I shut it off. Okay, powered off. I'm going to swap. Actually, I don't know how the serial cards are configured. There are a lot of jumpers on there, and I don't think I want to try and mess with those too much. It's going to sound tedious, but hit all 4 address ranges might be wrong. We can try that. Wait a minute. What does lock do? We're in lock, and it worked. Huh. Yeah, I think the micro is a consolidated 4-chip bit slice system. Okay. You want, let's say... Okay, we can do that. So 1, look, 1, enter, 1, look, still 1. Okay. Lock the same as run, but prevents people from shutting it down or something? Weird. Okay. Well, that gives us 2 positions on the switch to mess with then. That's better. Okay. And then 2, 0, 0, 0, 1. Look. 1. 2, 0, 0, 0, 1. Look. Not set. Okay. 3, 0, 0, 0, 1. That was wrong. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Set it to 1. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Look, not set. 4, 1, 2, 3, 1. Look, set it to 1. 4, 1, 2, 3, 1. Look, that was a period. Actually, period's supposed to be viable for something. I'm not exactly sure what. Did not take. Okay. Thought lock kills a reset switch in the terminal. Yeah, I kind of thought that too, but I don't know. Locks, okay. Did I say hello world yet? No, and I'm not typing that in there because that's cheating. Okay. Wait, is last open to address? I'm not sure what you mean there. Is lock allow you to take the key out? Oh, it would. Okay, so you're onto something there. That would normally be it, except some monster filed the tab off of the key, so I hadn't even considered that. So yes, you're correct. You would be able to take the key out in the lock position. But I can do it anywhere because, yeah, very good catch there. Well, now that's super weird. I don't like it. And yeah, I think I have an ignition switch like that too, Philip. Okay, what was the other thing I was gonna do? Hold on. So 2 is supposed to be the bootloader area. I was gonna try this. 1 period. No. Okay, 1 new line. 2 look. No. 2 look. 1 carriage return. No. Man. I don't think lock reset defaults or kills that, but I'm not sure. Next, I'll try the other 2 cards one at a time without changing their jumpers and hit. This card should be 40 and 60 ranges, even lower RAM missing. Yeah, if it will boot with no card, yeah, it should work with those, so we can try that. At this point, I'm starting to think that we're missing something for either initialization or maybe my card is configured in a weird way where it only wants to boot off of a device. For the record, I did try connecting to this card's output with the terminal. It didn't do anything. I think it printed P once, and that might have just been a fluke. I don't know. Okay. We're going to take out that RAM card. I forgot to clear that, so just ignore whatever's there right now. Okay. So we're going to swap RAM cards. I'm going to walk around the back and try this. Holy moly, it's still so hard. That is CPU. That's memory. Ah, that was good. That was better. Okay. Okay, I'm going to return this to its original configuration so I don't forget it. And then try and put everything back in, and then it's all cranky-like. So this was on 2 before. What am I trying to do? Make it work. More specifically, I'm trying to write to any memory location because I cannot. Okay. So we're going to try 4. I'm going to continue to put this in the closest slot to the CPU. And then 5. We're a step below that, Willie. So we're not even at the point where we need to be thinking about manual coding. So there is this jumper wire down here. I think it's just grounding though. And there's whatever the CPUs get going on that goes to the orange wires. Oh, I bet that's power fail related. That's annoying. Okay. Let's try this again. Could the slot be broken? No. Unless it's the CPU slot, because all of the RAM cards exhibit the exact same behavior, which is what's really weird. Okay, reset. Run. And I'm going all the way over to lock. Start. Okay, let's go back to run. Start. So we're doing this again, huh? Reset. Run. Lock. Run. Reset. Run. Off. Okay, we're going to do something a little different. I am unplugging power. Oh, that clicked some relays when I turned that. It tried to turn on. And now... Oh, no, there's just a big relay right here that it turned. Or it's not a relay, it's micro switches. What? What on earth? So there's a cam mounted to the shaft of this thing, and then there's 2 micro switches to the side of it, and then the cam offset lobe rotates over and turns on the micro switches. Why isn't that just part of the, like, rotator thing? That might be main power, and it needed more current carrying capability, possibly. So that might be how it just provides system power. That's super weird. Okay. Yeah, Usagi, I am kind of thinking that too. I'm not particularly keen on trying to reconnect the batteries. They are, I think, lead acid. Although those almost just look like giant capacitors in there. I'm gonna dig through the manual, see the batteries play a role to how to eliminate them right quick. That would be nice. Yeah, I was gonna say I should later look through the setup and installation manual to see if it talks about how the batteries are installed on a system that's like already at a customer's location. Because, you know, just follow the directions backwards. And in theory, I could hook up a bench power supply to the terminals, but I don't know what they're expecting. I don't know what the voltage is. I mean, I could measure what the voltage is going to them right now. This is a slightly weird configuration, plus 24, but don't connect bench supply. No. Have a charging circuit built in with more complex logic. Yeah, no, the most I would do is hook a voltmeter up to see what voltage it is, but no, I would not hook up a bench power supply. Although my bench power supply would probably be able to handle it since it's also current sinking, but I still wouldn't do it. Yeah, we are out of focus. Chloe, that was a screenshot from the show Severance. Or Chloe, sorry. I'm going to try one card, just for giggles. Okay, that's very firmly connected. I like how I spent the last 5 years saying, why work on these when there's nothing I can do with them, and then I start working on them, and then I just get people asking, what are you going to do with them? No offense. Like, it's just, I think you might be having auto restart problems. Seems that the backup batteries, present power failure, has auto restart. System tries to pick up where it left off. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Usagi, that's my thought. Did you find that in the programmer manual or something about how that works? Because that's my thought, is that it's related to that. So yeah, in the programmer's manual, there is something, pull the CPU check, jumper W7 on it. This looks fun to find W7 on. Let's get cracking. I'm going to hide the video capture until we actually have video. That is if they're even labeled. So you see that one's not labeled, that one's not labeled. So far, those are the only two I see. Check for labeling on the back. There ain't nothing on the back. There's a lot of bent over legs on the back. I'm just gonna hope that that all happened during initial assembly. Or literally, as I was gonna say the words, a horrifying thought occurred to me. What if there's cracked solder joints? And wouldn't you know it? Sucked at soldering here, man. Okay. Well, let's go over some things. Right off the bat, that one's bad. That pin has completely detached from the solder there, so that one needs fixed. Over here, I saw a pin where, yeah, DG just kind of like sneezed a little bit of solder at this one, and then they kind of called that good enough. These ones, they like barely soldered so much, didn't even wick all the way up the pins. That one looks pretty rough. That one, I don't like that one. Okay. That one really bugs me a whole lot. Manual jumper location. Okay. Did you see the cracked solder joint I found there, though? Look at that thing. Page 27. Watch, it's on the jumper. It's on the other side. It's a cap. She'll be right, only has to have a little bit of solder touching. Oh, that is not true. That is very much not true. We encounter broken solder joints like that all the time. Okay, CPU board, jumper. Okay, so 7. We have this orientation would be this, I think. So there should be 3 spaces here. Okay, so that is W7. Well, I mean, I don't know, it seems like it should be, maybe that is it. So maybe that. So you're saying yoink that one to bypass power fail? Insert to bypass power fail. Well, I mean, it's there. Should be inserted according to manual. Looks like it already is, which is confusing since the system had battery backup in it. Okay. That one's curious right there. Let me read the service notes. If I can. I don't know. They're written in that foreign language, cursive. Anyone heard of that? It's a little hard to parse. You look at solder joints and backplane connectors? I don't want to. Cursive would be great if the point of it wasn't to do it as fast as possible. Because people try to write cursive as fast as possible, it's always awful. Oh, well, that's interesting. $8K, 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 $4K memory. So if I have these in the original order, then that one would be 4K, but this is the original order sheet from 85. So this isn't necessarily how the machine stayed configured. So, but that is interesting. So keep that in mind. Also, this one is labeled Debug. And that one is labeled PCB. So good job there, Data General. Oh, that's also 8 kiloword. Yeah, Paul Guy, it's 8K word. That's extra stupid. So I guess that's 64K bytes. Okay. Okay. Oh, customer refuses to run blower assembly. Branch manager has been informed and letter has been sent to customer. So that is this thing here. This is a letter from Data General that says, you guys have real dirty mess here. Stop it. You're bad. So that's the first service note. There's that. Okay. Reconnect blower assembly unit. New blower, or new blower assembly unit? I don't know. Okay. Another one. Diskette. Not under OG contract of maintenance. Cool. So the disk drive was never maintained. Okay. Installed new temp comp PCB. Old one found disconnected. Reformatted. What? Okay. Fixed spare controller. Tried spare controller, but DOA. Oh, gosh. Replace controller PCB. Let's see. I don't know. There's words. Maybe. I see complaint. Diskette. Maybe caused problem. Touch to something or another. And a bunch of preventative maintenance. I don't see anything that looks like battery. Oh, then a whole bunch. Like, look at all this stuff. This is awful. Okay. Okay. R&R something, not replace. Oh, wait. Replace all heads. Something, another alignment. That sounds like hard disk, so that's not. Preventive maintenance, all. Something is good, R&R, something 6095, and I think that's the disk drive, the hard disk drive. Preventive maintenance system, preventative maintenance. Dude, they're getting maintenance like every 3 weeks. This was insane. No, it's every 2 months-ish. Okay, preventive maintenance, no problem, replace. Disk filter in 86. Preventative maintenance, no problem found. PM all, no problems. R&R, absolute fierce. I don't know. Preventive maintenance on all. R&R, no R&R absolute. System crash. Error. In 1987. Something panic.
CHER 100 import. Can I complete Hydro Thunder? End of line.
Duckface, thank you for the 100 bits. With W7 installed, that implies that maybe the backup battery went bad, and instead of replacing it, they just disabled it, so it may not be the droids we're looking for. All right, that's unfortunate. Okay, unable to... Okay, system crashed. It's something about error panic 10,003. The PM unable to find any problem at diogs or disk diogs. However, I replaced the CPU. Crashes are like one a day, and only the bang appears on the screen.
100, we are bored. Can we complete Hydrothunder? End of line.
Jeez, thank you for the 100 bits. PM all looks good. Rem something dial meet PM something. Okay, this one's written in pencil. That's weird. System PM vacuumed system. That was the last time that probably ever happened. Replaced disk filter, cleaned heads, something diags with errors. Okay. PM all okay. R&R absolute it's like ABSOUUTE filter. I don't get it. Vacuum something. PM next on 688. R&R AC line fuse something. Will monitor to see if pan power or DC power may have been caused. There was no obvious concern at this point to R&R either supply or voltage is good. Like even when they write in just regular old English, they gotta do it at like a 33-degree angle here so that it's like as close to cursive and as illegible as possible. Just write normal. Poorly spelled absolute filter, it's HEPA. Okay, that's what I figured. All right, PM no problems. PM cleaned heads and rails changed. Filter vacuumed. Absolute filter checked fans. Okay, this was something possibly late 80s. Note, during PM found bad spot on fixed disk. Cylinder something or another. Sector hard. This may already be flagged by disk init. There is not the ability to set a bad sector flag on this disk subsystem. Cool, I got a bad fixed disk. Sweet. And a couple of blank pages. Oh, here's another one. PM cleaned is 88. Clean disk, something, checked RW, heads, filter, ran diags on CPU, clean cabinet filter. And it looked like they had scheduled the last one for 1089 and then did not actually do it. So, nothing about RAM or serial issues. For an IBM document, it had to be an IBM standard handwriting, legible, but still, for standard legibility, yeah, I don't know. Okay. Contact the tech, yeah. Oh, wait, this is for the Nova. For that one. Never mind, let me go grab the one for the microNOVA. That explains why they were talking about a fixed disk. Yeah. I mean, the removable platters also have fixed disks, but... You know, good refresher. Now we know some of their lingo. Okay. Oh, this one's got way more stuff. I forgot about this. Oh, man. There's some really cool things in here. This, that I can't show you, is, I mean, I can kind of show you this. You know what? I'll show you this. This is a Data General diagnostics printout. So, up here is a handwritten component of the note that says where it came from. And then we have thermal paper that is like illegible. I have already scanned all this, so don't worry. But here it is saying current date 4/27/89. This is so hard to read here. Forgot I was out of bits, deck talk plot. It's all right. There we go. Okay, so come on. There we go. Current date 4/27/89. Press enter new value. Okay, so current day is Thursday. Press enter new value. Press the F key. Okay. Current time is something. Don't care. Power monitor is configured for 120 volts. Line A 121 and 119. There is no line N. Okay. Monitoring on 4/27/89. And then, yeah, is this just power monitoring? I guess that's all it is, just power monitoring. Sci-log. No sags occurred. Well, that's kind of cool. Data journal will come in, like, just watch your power. Okay, so that's what that was. Just take your word for whatever's it. Yeah, I can tell you're all making this up. Yeah. See a plain, never seen a plain yellow sheet of paper have so much data on it. FBI can fix this, maybe. Oh my gosh.
Douglas McDodgerson says I found a wood 3D printer at Goodwill. Will trade for Hydro Thunder times CHER 100. End of line.
I think that that deal goes the opposite direction of what you're thinking. Wood printers cost time. They don't add anything. They make things worse. Okay, now I'm going to read through the maintenance logs, see if I can find anything.
Douglas McDodgerson says they'll bring a Quesadilla CHER 100. End of line.
The deck talk is very white. Quesadilla, okay. Wait, that's what also says Nova 4X. What gives? Oh, maybe I got the papers in the wrong document binders. No, this says N4X. The other one says N4. What? Did they have a Nova I didn't get? That doesn't make sense. Okay, no, this one is the 4X. Also, oh my gosh, someone knew how to write words in this one. That's crazy. And then back to awful handwriting. So there's clearly someone different doing the management or the preventative maintenance for this thing. 200 CRT, won't transmit, repaired. Case connector at CPU end. Replace async controller, but I think this is the 4X. So this doesn't really help. Actually, this is way easier to read. I'm so annoyed. All right, I don't know. Maybe a cluster running crisis, yeah. Okay, so I don't know, man. Try to write the values pressing W instead of enter. So we have the programming reference manual for this, and we can see what should be able to write to a memory location and what shouldn't, and it should be enter. Blurry keyboard, yeah. IB time scope 5-volt rail, see if it's stable. Ripley rail could be causing awkwardness. Yeah, we can do that. Although I would think it would get better depending on how many boards I have configured, or installed, but we can check that. All right, I'm gonna fully repopulate it. Let's go for everything. Especially if you're gonna try and look for a DC sag. fully repopulating, remember to revert the jumper. I did put that one back to 2, but thank you for the reminder. Go.
Dogfuss McDodgerson says, I'm at the door with the quesadilla and chimichanga. Can you let me in, please? CHEER 100. End of line.
Dogface, thank you for the 100 bits. Okay, what's this? It's cable's like perfectly going into the hinge. There we go. Okay. Okay. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, fully repopulated.
The CX says CHEER 100 knock knock. End of line.
Jeez, thank you for the 100 bits. And nothing. Okay. All right, this is stupid, but what if? What if somehow I flip the local switch? No. Man.
Chlorocoon says CHEER 100 dot knock
There.
dot who's there? Deck talk who? End of line.
Chloe, thank you for the 100 bits. All right, so that's running again. We get data. Let's check voltages, maybe. Who put lights all over the whole office? Is there anything got power switches, faults, wires loose for sure could be causing it? Yeah. I mean, for that, but once it's up and running, we still can't modify memory. I think we have 2 faults. I think one of them is probably a bad power switch. But I don't think that's going to be the cause of our memory issue. All right, now to figure out how to DC. Okay, ground is very clearly labeled. Is that 5 volts just rock solid there? It looks like it is. Cool. And rock solid 15 volts. Another bang on 5 volts. I'm gonna hope that one's another ground. And another super solid 5 volts. Battling two faults here, flagging boot up. It also pronounced it quesadilla. It's not the Decton. So I did see a -5 labeled in the copper artwork. I didn't see the others. I'll go look one more time. -5. I see ground. Oh, there's that thing. That thing looks weird. I think that's clock. Wait a minute. What if? Hold on. So there's a pin on there that says 60 hertz. What if it wants that? Okay. So, frequency measurement. So, I think it's this one? Maybe this one? I mean, someone overclocked my data general, but I don't know. It seems maybe slightly unstable. So I think that's supposed to be 60 hertz.
AMAN 4457 says CHEER 500 mom said it's my turn to play Doom on the deck talk. End of line.
That worked so well. Good job, Eamon. Kind of want to see that reading a little more closely. Okay.
AMAN
Why are we not getting video
4457 says
capture?
CHEER 100 hears the voice attempting one of the runs. Ah! End of line.
Thank you for the 100 bits, Aben. Oh, okay. That'll do it. All right, so there's scope capture. That's pretty close. Okay. Okay, so this is on the 60 hertz pin. Why are we not triggering? There we go. Okay. Measure frequency. Get that period out of there. Okay, yeah, so that's 60 hertz. That looks correct. I mean, I don't know. Again, I think the Fluke is just not like the best at this. So, because that looks fine. Just for giggles. 2, 1, 2. Of course not. Spongy, it will not run through just the battery terminals. No matter what, it won't. Plus, it draws 150 watts. I don't have that kind of power for this. Yeah, in DC. Oh, this is going to be easily solvable. I am disappointed. I mean, the actual problem is not the amount of power it takes. The actual problem is that it doesn't run off of the battery even if you have all the battery power in the world. All it does is suspend. Wait a minute. The differential 1010 I/O lines. Differential I/O lines must be terminated at the end of the I/O bus. The I/O connector or terminator must be inserted between 8 and 9 in the 9-slot CPU. Yeah. Lack of terminator. So, there's no terminator up there. However, on the backplane, there are some wire wraps that could explain what those are. So maybe that is the termination. I don't know. Because that's ground to something. I don't know. And that looks very bussy. Since it just goes straight down. Although, actually, that's extra weird. Because all the other ones are wavy lines so they can go around each other. And then that one's not. Termination using usually straight connections, pull-up resistor network. So there's nothing like that. And there was never anything like that as far as I recall. Time to get an RMA, yeah. That's also super weird to have a backplane terminator. I don't think I've heard of that. Not saying it can't exist, it's just weird. I think my next step should be trying to figure out SimH. If there is a S100 on eBay, ooh, that's terrifying. Backplane terminator is pretty normal, huh? Normally data and address lines are open and collector stuff. Terminator pulls it up, puts PB11 and turn in place. Huh. Weird. How do I decide when to simulcast YouTube Live? I always do. Hopefully I am right now, at least. Okay, yeah, so I think I need to see if the microNOVA is emulated in SimH. If it is, I need to see how that behaves, to see if we do have the syntax correct here for how to operate the machine. It is very weird that it just I mean, I guess it's not necessarily weird, but it bugs me that it behaves the same with or without RAM. Because just... Little jumper on the CPU, if I understand, that's pulling Bio2 to ground. The little jumper on the CPU.
Dodgerson says if you don't let me play Hydro Thunder, this man is going to eat a Quesadilla CHER 100. End of line.
Dogface, thank you for the 100 bits. If I understand right, that's pulling... So which little jumper on the CPU slot on the back line? So the black and orange wires? Let me shut it all down. All right, so that did die. Okay. He's bluffing we're at the store. Yeah. Sweet silence. How do you think I feel? I'm the one who has to lift the actual machine right next to me. It's too quiet to hear my own thoughts. Again, do not want. Okay. Dude, that power cable in this thing is awful to unplug. Oh my gosh. I forgot. Because I tried to put the chassis back in the cabinet earlier today to see if I could put it on rack rails. And I wanted to unplug that because I didn't want to just like drag the thing around. Oh, dude, it's so heavy. Or such a pain in the butt to disconnect. Okay. Are we going back to the brother? No, we're not. Not today, at least. Okay, so we have the wires down here. So we have two ground connectors here. So those are just connected straight to ground. I have no idea what those are doing. One of them is on the CPU slot. The other is not. So that could be a configuration jumper. And then we have the black and orange jumpers here. Those go off into the power supply. They literally go off into the power supply somewhere. I don't know what they're doing. That could be power fail related. But those are the only jumpers on the backplane that I'm aware of. And we're never going to Noctua mod this system. Ultimately, it's going to live in a cabinet and it's not going to be that loud. We could Noctua mod this all we wanted, and then the instant we turn on the giant platter drive, all sound is meaningless in comparison. Is that how differently than I was remembering? Hold on. Hold that shot for a minute. No problem. I can rotate the camera too, so it's less stupid if you want. You can also less dumb picture. Well, Philip, I'm not particularly keen on just trying stuff and see what happens after I tried stuff like putting in a different RAM card and it almost killed it. What did you smoke? There's some pretty terrible solder joints on this thing, too. We are at that time where I normally end, so we are going to wrap this up here pretty soon. I am surprised how unproductive today. The two black wires is ground pin in the back plane anyways. That was totally fine. Lower black wire CPU is ground, so it's good. Orange wire is int pin. So that's the one that's probably responsible for the CPU going into standby mode when the machine is turned off. I think int pin may prevent boot up of the PC if the power supply notices that things haven't come up right. Okay. Oh, so we probably want that then. Should be a little more careful. Poking my fingers on giant cap stuff. Okay. Well, I am somewhat at a loss of where to continue from here. Again, I think a little more research probably going to be in order, which really sucks. So, yep. All right. I have a like 96 channel logic analyzer. It's not just gonna, I'm not gonna throw a logic analyzer at it and have it suddenly just tell me the problem. That's not how it works. Well, this is going to be an interesting one. PC's monitors, AC line, if any of those aren't right, hits power fail, so it might be worth probing int pin on boot up to see how it's being asserted when it boots successfully, when it doesn't. Okay, we might have a race condition too, where int pin goes high after, but if it's not the power switch, then it could be that, and watching it could do that. But I think we're going to have to do that on another day, because we are out of time here. So, yeah. Do some more reading, think about some stuff, come back to this. Not sure when, maybe tomorrow, maybe not. It depends on how research goes. Excuse me. So, yeah. Let me connect to the server here. Okay. The Fun World mini computing areas, Grace mine soon. Yeah. Yay. Yeah, but the Novas Are Forever website starts out with a lie. See, they aren't forever. No. Yeah, I know there's lots of docs and software. I think I've scraped a bunch of stuff from there. BitSavers also has some stuff. Software is not as easy as you think. It is. That's a whole mess. Just assume none of that software works on my machine for now, until proven otherwise.
100 good work. End of line.
Oh, Emulate, thank you for the 100 bits there. All right, we are running the outro. Okay, well, a plan of action shall be formed. I'm gonna have to think about this, figure out some stuff. Cause yeah, this is, yep. Oh! When I said that other document was for the Nova 4, no, it was Mu Nova. They actually wrote it as Mu. I just thought it was a 4 that was slanted wrong. No, they actually wrote it as Greek Mu. That's the 4X. Yeah, that's some really terrible handwriting there, Data General, okay? Doesn't that look like 4 Nova? That looks like 4 Nova. On the front, there's a sticker as well. It's actually got a little curve to the Mu. That one actually looks like micro. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you all for watching. This is not the end of this. Just gotta actually figure out a plan of action. There is still a possibility that the async controller card that has the disk interface stuff is providing a ROM that is doing something weird with the memory. I don't know, and it may need one of the disk units working to be able to boot. I don't know, because again, we have a 8-inch floppy disk labeled boot right here, has not been imaged and will not be going in that drive until it is imaged, because that's possibly the only floppy disk known to exist for a Data General microNOVA. So we will be imaging that. However, it is hard sectored, so imaging it is not trivial, and I need to put some time into that too. So there are a lot of avenues to pursue here. We may actually spend some time this weekend just forming a roadmap of what to do for everything here, because there is so much to take on that it can be very overwhelming, as you can tell, since I waited 5 years to start on this. So yeah, but we're gonna call that for now. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this, you may want to follow to be notified when I go live again next. If you want to help support the channel, you can find me on Patreon or get a shirt like this one. But that'll be it for now, and I will see you all next time.